going to talk a little bit about our story and the results that we got and how Partner Optimizer played a key role in that. And at this point, so that's our second fishbowl in this analogy, right? I knew I needed to start hunting for different fish out there in the ocean in order for me to continue to grow my business. So this is when I was looking for options. I knew we needed to grow our partner community quickly. I needed to know who those right partners were. Now, I had a couple of different options. One, we had spreadsheets of prospective partners. Who doesn't? I guarantee everybody on this presentation today has got a spreadsheet somewhere of partners that they want to recruit, and it's got 50 million columns on it, and it's static, and it's out of date, and there's 50 million versions of it, and it's not scalable, and it doesn't really work very well. So the second option was an analyst firm that we work with was going to basically create spreadsheets for us. We were going to spend a lot of money for them to throw a body at it, to go to all these different websites and basically create another static spreadsheet. I mean, that wasn't going to do me any good because, again, it was going to be out of date very shortly. And again, I still risked, spreadsheet corruption, it getting out of other people using it, editing it, having version control. That really wasn't going to help it. It was extremely expensive. So I had been working with Dina on a pilot for my original partner community, just to learn the original partner community better. And I finally went back to her and I was like, okay, here's my problem. I need to move fast. I need your help. And so we entered a second engagement where we created a brand new partner profile of all of the different characteristics that we needed. So they needed to have SAP functional expertise. And so we used certain keywords in our partner profile to uncover that. They needed to be at a certain profile within SAP's partner program. That became part of our partner profile. And then, we had other qualities that we needed as well. We also then brought in, were they already registered with AWS? Because that was going to help us from a recruitment and activation standpoint. If they were at least a registered partner, they had some kind of contact with AWS. So we pulled all of that data together, and in a matter of, I think, a couple of weeks, we had a couple hundred targets for us to choose from. We narrowed it down to about 80 that were going to become our top recruit partners. And I took a risk. And I said to my boss, I'm going to take one of my go-to-market specialists, one of my partner development specialists, and I'm going to dedicate this person 100% to recruiting and activating these 80 partners. He gave me less than 6 months. He said, if we don't see results by May 1st, so we're talking about February. If we don't see results by May 1st, this person's got to go back to their original job. So I had 4 or 5 months in order to show results. So again, because we had the target partner profile and we knew who to target, we already could start contacting partners. But it didn't stop there. One of the other things that was really valuable was the fact that we could go back into Partner Optimizer and we could get a detailed partner profile of these partners before we approached them. And this became really critical because we knew, for example, who is a strong partner of one of our competitive cloud providers. So pretty much any partner out there, they're either going to have a partnership with AWS, Google Cloud Platform, or Azure from Microsoft. So by getting the detailed partner profile information, we knew who was a strong GCP partner, who was a strong Azure partner, and we could quickly tailor our value proposition for that partner based on who they were already partnered with. Very quickly, we actually found that we had a pretty strong value proposition for partners that were GCP partners. And we really leaned into that, and we've been pretty successful at recruiting those partners into our network. By the time we hit May, I had a one-on-one with my manager, and I showed him that we had seen, now these were partners, some of whom maybe were registered already, but weren't really doing much with us, or were brand new into our partner community because they were strong partners with another cloud provider. So when we looked at year-over-year growth within these domain names, right, we have a report specifically for these partners, right? Triple-digit year-over-year growth on partner-originated deals registered into our deal registration system, and triple year-over-year growth in annual recurring revenue on those opportunities. Far exceeded our expectations. And then our average deal size for these partners went up by double digits. So again, it was really outstanding results. My boss, who's the global director for the SAP Alliance and Channel, said that this program exceeded his expectations. Needless to say, I now have a full-time recruiter activator in North America, and we continue to lean into this motion, and we want to start diving deep into some other geos as well.